Hey guys, welcome back to Kaylee and Beans Books. I'm Brittany and today I'm going to be doing my March book corner for you guys. So overall, March was a little crazy. For my book haul, I'm actually going to go back to February. I got a couple of books after I did my February book corner. So I got on the Facebook Marketplace and I've been looking for Daughter of the Pirate King by Tricia Levenseller for a while, and the seller was actually doing like a buy two get one with the free arc and all of that fun stuff. So I actually picked up 2 more books in that order, and I got The Way You Make Me Feel by Maurene. Is it Go? Sorry, I'm really bad with names. And then I also got Don't Read the Comments by Eric Smith. I'm really excited about this. This is actually on my anticipated reads going into 2020, so I'm excited to read this book as well. And then beginning of the month, Sarah and Callie and I actually had the epic reads get together at Boswell Books, so I kind of went a little crazy at that signing. It was the ticket price, got 3 of the new releases for the authors, and then I also got a couple of their backlisted, and I finally was able to get my hands on a hard copy of Scythe from Neal Shusterman. So just quick go through those books, and all of these are signed, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I got 2 from Elana K. Arnold. I got her Damsel and Red Hood. I got Mindy McGinnis' new Be Not Far From Me. And then from Evelyn Skye, I got her most recent duology, Circle of Shadows and Cloak of Night. And then like I mentioned, I finally was able to find a copy of Scythe by Neal Shusterman. I already read it, obviously. I had a paperback copy, but I really, for my signed editions, I really wanted all 3 of them to be hard copy. So I got the hardcover of Scythe, and then I also picked up my copy of The Toll by Neal Shusterman as well. Going forward throughout the month, you guys have already seen our unhaul and haul video vlog that we did a couple weekends ago. If you haven't, that will be linked below in the description box. You can go check that out. In that trip, I got 4 books from Half Price Books. Got The Wedding Party by Jasmine Guillory. This is her 3rd in this universe. Her universe has been on my list for a while since I started getting into adult romance, so I'm starting to collect all of those books, and I'll be getting to those this summer as well. Then I got my March anticipated read from Half Price Books, Undercover Bromance by Lyssa K. Adams. I'm super excited to dive into this. This is the sequel to Bromance Book Club that I read in February, and that was one of my favorites so far this year, so I'm really excited to jump into this. I also got Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. This is one of the Twisted Tales. I believe it follows a what if in Mulan. I also got All the Stars and Teeth. This has been on my list for anticipated reads this year as well, so I'm really excited to have this on my TBR shelf. And in that trip, we also went to Barnes & Noble, so I picked up my copy of Zodiac by Romina Russell. I've got about 100 pages left. This is our March Serpent and Badger book for our book club. Final book that I picked up this month is Fumbled by Alexa Martin. If you guys watched my Romanceathon wrap-up, you guys know how much I loved the first one in the universe, Intercepted by her. I am so excited to read this, and with football season hopefully starting up soon, the draft coming up in a month, and just with everything going on, this is going to be a really nice escape book, and I'm really excited to jump into it. I haven't had a haul like this in a while, but you know, I'm really excited about the books that I got this month, and I'm really excited to jump into a lot of them. So for the books that I've read this month, I haven't really read a lot thinking about it, but I've read a lot of chunky books. So I started the month off with Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix. I listened to that with the audiobook. I actually didn't get a chance to pick up a copy yet, and then I jumped into Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman after the book signing and getting a little bit of what happens in The Toll. I needed the answers for myself, so I jumped into Thunderhead and The Toll right away. Oh my god, guys, I don't know how many of you, probably quite a few of you, have read the full Scythe series. Wow, I was absolutely blown away. I gave the Thunderhead a 4-star, and then I gave The Toll a 3.5. Obviously, I won't dive into a lot of what happened in the books, just because it's the sequel and the finale of the Scythe series. if you have read them, I would love to know what your thoughts are. You can always, send us a personal message, find me on Instagram. We can talk about it there. Goodreads, I would love to hear your thoughts. I absolutely enjoyed the entire series. I thought it wrapped up really nicely. Following Citra as she becomes Honorable Scythe Anastasia, and then following Rowan on what happens after he isn't ordained. It's crazy. I was a little confused in the total on the timeline just because it kind of bounces back and forth, and I was going between listening to the audiobook and reading the book, so I was a little confused at times, but overall I really enjoyed how the story wrapped up. There were moments where I'm like, what is happening? Where I wasn't really sure if I actually enjoyed parts of it. I felt like sometimes it was a little slower, but overall, absolutely loved this series throughout, and I'm really happy that I was able to experience that. And if anyone else has read it, I would love to hear your thoughts. So my current read is Zodiac by Romina Russell. This is our Serpent and Badger book club book for March, and I've got just under 100 pages left, and I don't know how I feel about the story yet. I know I started off being really bored, and I just keep going back and forth on if I like it or if I don't. I'm almost at that point where if it wasn't for the Serpent and Badger book club, I probably wouldn't have continued reading the story. I probably would have DNF'd it probably about 150 pages ago. Maybe after reading it and talking with Sarah and Callie and you guys, I'll feel differently about it. So for the month of April, my TBR shelf is going to be a little all over the place. Probably going to dive into Undercover Bromance by Lyssa Kate Adams right after I'm done with Zodiac, just because I'm dying to read this, to be completely honest. So I'll probably read this next, and then the rest of my TBR shelf is just going to probably be flexible based on my mood and what I'm in the mood for after this. For right now, I really hope that this is the last month I see this book on my TBR shelf, because I A, want to get it back to Callison, and B, just really want to read it, and that's Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim, followed by All the Stars and Teeth by Adalyn Grace. I'm looking forward to diving into this. Like I said, I've had this on my anticipated reads for 2020, so I'm looking forward to seeing if the hype is real. Next book on my TBR shelf is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmer. I heard nothing but good things from Callie on this book as well, so I want to read this soon. Finally, I have Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor on my TBR shelf. I've had this on my TBR shelf since reading Strange the Dreamer. I just want to get the answers, but it's not one of those like I'm dying to get the answers right now, so it's just kind of floating on my TBR shelf, and I'll get to it when I get to it. So that's my March wrap up, what I hauled, what I've read, and then my April TBR shelf. I actually reorganized my bookshelf and my little bookshelf nook right here, so I actually don't have an official shelf that all of these books are going on, just because I really like the way it's situated right now and I don't want to mess with my flow. So hopefully I'll be getting a new bookshelf soon. Probably not, but we'll see. So that is it for my monthly book corner. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm curious what you guys are up to, what you've been reading, what you're looking forward to. Please be sure to drop a comment below and hit that little bell icon to be notified when we post new videos. We post every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and like our videos as well. And you can check out our Instagram and Goodreads accounts. Our links will be below, as well as Callie and Sarah's blogs. Be sure to check those out. Until next time, guys, bye!